Okay, are we ready to bring in some audio into this thing other than epidemic sound? Turn epidemic down just a bit. How nice is that? Oh, yeah. Cheers. Nice giant cup of coffee. Except my super duper microphone gave me away because there's ice in there. Normally you couldn't hear that, but with this microphone, it hears everything. Okay, so, and now this little doodad is getting ready to hear lots of stuff too. Okay, so it's January 4th, it's Tuesday. It's a little past 5:30. It's 5:31 actually. So this is, if you're driving home, I can keep you awake hopefully. So on my super duper display here, remember this fancy dancy, that red wire back here, which you can see. I got a super duper wide view here. Let's there's nothing back there. Let's stay here. There we go. That's the door. This is my soundboard. This is my central command computer. There we go. Let's put it over. I'm trying to think of a good place to put this so it's not in the way. This is pretty good, like this. Wow. Can you believe it? Ooh, now we're talking. Pretty perfect. Just turn that way. But it looks pretty straight that way. You just kind of get that in the top of the... We want to have that. You gotta have that in the view. I mean, that microphone is so beautiful. Yes, it is, and it's so sensitive. Can you believe it? I'm not even that close to it. Okay, well. I'll bend that up a little bit. All right, so you can tell I'm here, right? There we go. Jimmy's here. We don't want you to think I'm not here. Okay, that's not too bad. The only thing we gotta do is, and I'm gonna take that one. I can't take that one. I'm big into these black towels. I got a next one here. There we go. Just cover up this stuff over here. There's nothing here that's worth looking at. There we go. That's not too bad. All right. All right. Some bad news. Look at this. I can expand it this way for you. Atlantic Broadband drops Newsmax suddenly from their cable system. Oh, I don't know how many. This was at 11 a.m. I'm a little late. Newsmax Television has been dropped from all Atlantic broadband homes. This past New Year's Eve weekend, and without notice to you, Atlantic removed Newsmax from all its cable systems. They say, Newsmax says, we've heard from a huge number of Atlantic customers, and they can't watch Newsmax. They aren't happy about having their news censored, especially with huge elections looming in 2022. Remember, Newsmax is the 4th highest rated cable news channel in the United States of America. And despite our high ratings with personalities like Greg Kelly, Sean Spencer, Lindsay Keith, don't know who he is, Dick Morris, I know who he is, Alan Dershowitz, yeah, and more. Boy, he's become a conservative news guy. Wow, Alan Dershowitz. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so that's not good. But, you know, it's a free country, and these companies you know, have the right to put on there whoever the hell they please. That's my golf lessons. I mean, my guitar lessons. Oops. Let's see, I should be able to do this. There we go. Guitar lessons. Yeah, see right here. There it is. That's I took 2 guitar lessons today. Online. It's amazing, yeah? World of computers. Anyway, so so aside from that nasty bit of news, there you go. That's what it says. Well, today I tried out Best Buy's price guarantee program. Well, forget it. You gotta go, I don't know, forget the price guarantee. You gotta fight with everybody. I've been on the chat, I've talked, telephone, and the problem with the telephone deal is that you're always speaking from somebody that's, let's say, 8,000 miles away from the United States. So their English is not quite so good. I can't tell where they're from. But they don't speak English. I don't know. Maybe they understand and maybe they don't. It's hard to tell. You know, so. There we go. Now you can tell I'm here. I was talking to my son about what I have these little spritz bottles. Do I have one here? I do. I bought 6 of these. See, it says hand sanitizer. I'm holding it with my leather gloves. My hands are cold. I put the gloves on. I mean, Maryland has this apartment running at 68 degrees. 24/7. Oh my God. Antiseptic hand rub. So, I fill it up with this thing. Unscented liquid sanitizer. ideal for refilling smaller containers. And that's what this is. And it spritzes. And it's 80% alcohol, which is a good thing. And then the other thing I have, which I put in all my, all the things that go squirt, squirt, is this hand gel. Contains soothing aloe moisturizer. And if we look at the ingredients, let me share that. It has ethyl alcohol, 80%. I'm really big on ethyl alcohol. I do not like any other kind of alcohol other than ethyl alcohol. So, this is the back of the label of this guy. See, active ingredients, ethyl alcohol. This is designed for hospitals. So that's what I use. That's what I refill it with. See? It's proudly made in the United States because it kills 99.9% of all germs. It does not contain methanol. That's the important thing. So that was that. Okay. There's my kitchen after I cleaned it. So determined that the one way to cure the price guarantee is to just return the item and get another one. I think what I'm going to try to do is in all this trading stuff, I ended up with a gift card that has $500 and something dollars on it. Somewhere around here, it tells you how much is on it. Around $600. So I want this 3-year service, this Apple Care. So that way they do everything kind of service. And I want that charged on this $600 gift card. So I have to figure out how to do that. So I'm going to bring the device and the box, which I got right there. I'm going to bring it all in and plan on spending 2 hours at Best Buy. I try to go there right early in the morning, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow I am meeting with potentially our new housekeeper. Here's a dialogue with her. There we go. Housekeeping, apartment 812. Hello, My name is Hortensia. And she'd be glad to check out our place. And we went back and forth with a couple of days and times. And it seems like I picked, as you can see, Wednesday, tomorrow at 9:15. So I'm going to hurry up and take Brennan to work and get back here at 9:10. Ready for her 9:15 appointment. So what we have to figure out is what days and how many hours she's going to work, let's say in the afternoon. I prefer the afternoon shift for housekeeping. And how much does she charge to do this 1,500 square foot apartment, 8 stories up above Chops? We're really quite happy here, and we're also spoiled rotten with housekeeping. So the other lady did it every 2 weeks. So that's 26 times a year. And charged $80 for 4 hours. So I gave her a $10 raise. So I paid her $90 for, what do you call it? For, she worked 12:30 to 4:30. 4:30, she was rolling her little cart out the door with a bag of our trash. And, that's the way that went. It's not bad. So the news is getting really crazy. I'm really not happy about this situation where they dropped a cable system, dropped a TV channel. Boy, that's really going. This. What else we got? I got this phone on here for more latest news. Let's see, we have another record-breaking day with the stock market, and I have a tab to that. Merit trade, Face ID, bingo. These are all the ones that I watch. And the stock market went up 214 points. Let's see if I have. I don't have the capitalization rate on here, which basically means your average price, which is there we go. This is crazy. Look at that. Jumping up. That's the 1-day chart. No, it's already, yeah, that's right. So there you go. Let's see what's going on with Apple. When it gets up in that 183 level, that's where you get the 3. Oh, this is what I want to tell you. So this is the first company to hit $1 trillion capitalization. And that means you take the stock price and you multiply it by the number of shares outstanding, and bingo, that's the capitalization rate. So you got all these people at $180 a share, and you know how many shares are outstanding. And my chart tells you that, and you multiply one by the other and you get the market cap. It's as simple as that. And so then, like, let's see, 6 months ago, the news came out that that Apple hit the 2 trillion, the first company to ever hit a $2 trillion market cap. That's, you know, like unheard of. So now it's at 3 trillion. Now the time that it takes, assuming the company is doing well, which is doing well, people are still buying iPhones and iPads and Mac computers, and, you know, if Apple had underwear, I'd be wearing them. They don't, that I know of. Anyway, so the guy was saying, he says, it's amazing how fast they went from 2 trillion to 3 trillion. Well, when they went from 1 to 2, the company was doubling in size. Now that's quite an expansion when you double in size. Now when it goes from 2 to 3, which we're talking about, it's at 3 at $183 a share. It hasn't doubled, it's increased by 33%. Because it went from 1 trillion to 3 trillion. So that's it's a 50% increase, okay? Because you added a trillion, and it had 2 trillion, so now it's got 3. So it's a 50% increase. Well, 50%, you can get to 50% faster than you can get to 100%. When it went from 1 to 2, that's a 100% increase. So now it's going from 2 to 3, that's a 50% increase. And lo and behold, when it gets to 4 trillion, that'll be a 25% increase. So that should be like 1/4 of the time that it took to get to 1 trillion. So these trillions are going to add up a lot faster, you know, when the company gets, all of a sudden the trillion mark is not a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal, but the announcers just don't seem to get that. You know, the reason why it's going to 3 trillion so fast is that they got this $2 trillion engine making all these iPhones. And next, you know, I'm going to say April of next year, it might cross into the $4 trillion mark. Because that's, now you got a $3 trillion company generating all this product to produce another trillion in size to be 4 trillion. So my guess is before June of next year, Apple's going to be a $4 trillion company. Now it hasn't hit 3 trillion yet. I'm pointing. See, I can stretch these things out like this. Look at that. You can see the trades. So let's go on the 1 day. No, it's not easy to see. You see on the 5-day view, we can spread this out, and then we can see 183. See, at 1:30 p.m. on Monday, and then look on Tuesday. Tuesday at 10 a.m. is going nuts. It was jumping into that. Yeah, see, I can actually put a line here. If I can get this thing to recognize my finger. No, it's diddling around $180 a share. Apple is a trader's. If you're a trader, Apple's a trader's delight because it's up and down and up and down. Traders love that because that way they can, buy low, sit. Sooner or later it'll go up and it goes up and then they'll sell. And then they'll wait for it to drop down like this one, where it went to 179, and then they'll buy a bunch and wait for it to get to 182. So they make 3 points. Now whether they buy the stock or they buy the options, whatever, the one nice thing about Apple is if you get stuck with it because the market goes down or something, you're stuck in a really good company. If you were going to buy one stock, Apple would be it. Let's see, do I have a gold coin out here? Let me show you something I've got. All right, give it a minute. Okay, here we are. Let's take these gloves off. That's too distracting. Put them right there. All right, so I'm back. So what did I get? This is a tube. 20 what? There are 20 of these, which are known as, I'll take it out of the package. If I can. I think that sucker's sealed in there. Okay, you can see. It's a silver dollar. 2021. 1 ounce. Fine silver, that means 0.9999 silver. Investment grade silver. BU, which means brilliant, uncirculated. So it's never been out in the what you call it. So here's 20 of them. You can buy a tube of 20. Open it up for you. A little piece of Scotch tape here, which yeah. Ooh, no Scotch tape there. Just to make it so you can't open it. Even if you have bionic nails. See, there they are. Let's command 1. You see that? There's a whole bunch of them. There's 20, exactly. But I could put a couple extras just so you could see what they're like. So that's one thing. You have to diversify money, so I like to collect gold. Now this happens to be, so this is 1 ounce. What does this say? This is 50, you can see that's $50. This is a gold coin. It's not a nickel, but the U.S. Mint decided to take the Indian head nickel and put it on a $50 gold piece. And there's a big bull, because there was a bull on the back of that nickel. So this is 1 ounce. And so an ounce of gold is about $1,820. So this old sucker is worth, you know, almost $2,000. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So in this little bag, it's nothing like the sound of gold. You ever see that commercial? So then you got all these gold coins. I don't like to do this with the silver because your skin oil actually will tarnish the silver. But pure gold, you hear that? Ooh, let's just do it here. These microphones are but there's nothing like the feel of gold. This only happens to be 6 coins. So, let me get one more thing. Now to buy one of these with 20 of them in there, yeah, 20, is about $700. So I got a whole bunch of those. And to buy a whole tube of these, this tube is a little bit smaller in diameter. This is for gold coins. Gold, American gold. So a whole one of these is about 48,000, where this is 700. So every once in a while I like to, you know, just buy a cylinder of these. And every once in a while I like to buy a gold coin. And well, pretty soon you got a lot of silver and gold. And silver and gold are a good, you want to buy and have the metal in your possession. You don't want to have to deal with the stock market. You know, if you can do that, you can, you know, if you do a 401k and have it, some of it in precious metals, you know, then you have to have a independent supervisor hold the coins. So you can't go spend them and cheat the IRS out of what they want. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that you hear about people, you hear these commercials all the time about buying and owning precious metals, and silver and gold is the way to go. Forget platinum and all that. Platinum is, you know, is about the same price per ounce as gold. Well, everybody knows about gold. Platinum is an inert element. It's about as rare as gold, but it's also rare from the standpoint of, you know, who's ever, you know, people don't know platinum. No, I have a backdoor access to, which anybody can have it. See, there's all these different things you can buy. I stick to, like these right here. If you can see it. See, here's basically the same kind of thing as this. Same pattern, same design, same person. And you got, yeah, darn it, you can't see. There we go. Now these little buggers are $1,900 each. So if you wanted a 20, I think this tube holds 20, just like this tube holds 20. You know, it's well, 10 of them is 19,000, so 20 would be about 38,000. So that's you know. Anyway, they're $1,900 a piece. I think I'm going to get some of those next time I buy gold coins. See, here's this one. Of course, you can't see it. There it is. $1,932 a piece. Brilliant, uncirculated. That's what BU means. And this is 12% off the premium price of that coin. So yeah, it's a little, you know, top pick. What's that? There's no particular year on that. So I got right here. And then here's a Canadian maple leaf. I've always told my friends to buy those because that's a very popular thing. It's about the same price. Anyway, the company, which you can get an app that goes right on your phone, is APMEX, American Precious Metals Exchange. You want to sell the coin? You send it to them, they'll pay you the spot, they'll pay you $1,800, which is the spot gold price today. See, let's see. See, over the month, the trend line is in the right direction. The year it's kind of choppy. So you can't look a bit, you know what, it was 1822. When I bought the gold coins, bought a bunch of gold coins, and it was like $17.85. Now it's $18.20, so it's about $50 a coin, you know, higher. I bought them down here when they were this price right here, $17.75, something like that. So, but you know, you don't trade this. You buy them and just put them in your vault and forget about it. And every time you get a whole bunch of them, you put them in the bank vault. You know, $40,000 a tube, all right? And, you know, gold doesn't go out of business. Companies go out of business. You know, at my age, when you get, you know, over 30, no, when you get over 60, you don't have a lot of earnings age left. Now, granted, Colonel Sanders started, you know, Kentucky Fried Chicken when he was 65. When I graduated college, he sat right next to me at the graduation banquet because his granddaughter was graduating. It was in my graduating class. How crazy is that, right? KFC, his granddaughter was sitting right next to me. Anyway, Colonel Sanders. So, you know, I've read the story, but he told me. He says, Jimmy, I started KFC when I was 65. You're only 21, whatever age I was. So you got lots of time to make your first $1 million. You're right. So, and Judy Gore. What's going on here? Let me show you this on widescreen TV. Judy Garland. Oh, what is she? Judy Gore made some kind of a dish. It looks like shrimp and something in that. It's paella night. This was paella at 3:15. And my little sous chef, Theodoro, went to Trader Joe's and got some of that wine that they're sold out. They're sold of a lot of things. Supply chain woes, she supposes. Would you like to try some? Not today. Space in there. There we go. Live and in color. Just sent Judy Gore a message. There we go. There's her dog. Good dog. Judy Gore went on vacation. She lives on the 3rd floor. We live on the 8th floor, so we're a little, she lives right on the level where you can get to your car easily. She didn't even need to run an elevator, but she went on a quick trip somewhere, and it was a day trip or something. And so I took the dog for its 3 o'clock walk. So I walked, I went down there the day before, and we'd been in their place, so the dog knows who I am. So I went down, but, just to make it a little more fun, I went down there and shook hands with the dog, because I'm gonna be walking the dog all by myself without Judy's help. So that's what I did. So a couple of days before that, I walked with Judy, but I held the leash, and we walked all over the places where the dog has its own little route and decides where it's going to go, which is nice and cute. So several days later, when Judy was out of town, or out of something, I forget why she needed me to walk her dog at 3 o'clock, but I did it, and it was fun. And the dog had its own little course, and it started to turn, after about 20 minutes, it started to turn towards home. I said, "No, Theo, let's go this way." So I gave her a little encouragement, and we went on a new little journey somewhere else. So that was cute. Anyway, so that's my dog walk talk. All right, so now we're getting into table talk, all kinds of table talk. So it's, what time is it? It is 6:15. So, unless any of you can listen to that, no, it's actually soda water. Nice and cold and bubbly. I have my own bubble machine. Of course I have my own bubble machine. That would be like crazy. Yeah, see this view, I have my gigantic iPad on this side, and we have me on this side. You know, looking at the... So there's me by myself. There's the iPad by itself, and it goes through this red wire here. There's a big red cable that goes behind here. You can see the red cable. If I get the phone out, now you can't tell. I'd have to bend the eye. I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, you've seen the red thing. So all the information from this iPad flows into this MacBook. Whew, really gets hot. But it's supposed to have enough circulation to deal with it. This program, this Ecamm program really, let me see if I can pick this guy up a little bit. Ah, there we go. Let's see if that helps with the ventilation. There we go. That's what I had to do. I got these neat, so it holds the iPad up, holds the computer up, and it holds my soundboard up. I can have 2 more people talking with me if they wanted to. And or actually 3 people. I can have 4. I just turn this microphone that way if there was someone there. This controls epidemic. And this Bluetooth connection is a little Bluetooth blue. Bluetooth. Oh, look at that. Okay. Let's unpair that. Yes. Done. So now it's not paired with anything. Correct? Yeah. So I can pair my phone, for example. Throw it right into here. This is you're laughing at me. What else is new? But every once in a while, I get the applause. I used to this used to be my theme song coming in. I changed it to this is so much nicer. Because I can leave it, you know, like on all the time. It's in the background. I listen to the playbacks on my broadcast. You got to listen to what you do, you know what I'm saying? You can't just throw this out there. I always listen to what I do. If I can take an hour of your time to produce this, and we get all kinds of people listening in on this stuff. It's amazing. And if you ever want to tell me what to talk about, all you got to do is send me a text message to 561-416-1100 or call 561-416-1100 and I can answer the call on the air or off the air. Right now you'd be off the air because I have to connect a wire from here to here. And I have the wire right in a little bag behind here, but let's believe me, okay? Trust me. I hate that, but trust me anyway. All right, so we're kind of done. My watch, let's see what the charge level is. So today, if I touch that right there, I have 19. Let's see if we can see it. There we go, 2,195 steps. That's not a lot of steps. That's not a lot. That's not enough. I want 5,000 steps a day. So I'm a little under. Here's my blood oxygen graph. And what's this say? This is telling me that the temperature outside is 73 degrees. I can see the time and the date. On this it'll do that. This is another app, Stepwise. 2188 steps. That's a mile. And this says 2210. That's close. And what's this one supposed to do? This is blood pressure. There you go. You see my pulse. So this is the variations in my pulse. I've been up to 100 beats per minute and a low of 70. Yeah. And my beats per minute, there we go, I'm sorry, are running at about 80. There it is, 76. You can see that little 76 right there, yeah. I mean, this is magical. It saved my life. Because the alarm went off when my pulse shot way up. You know, when you're sitting around, I was sitting on the couch watching the news. I wasn't paying attention, and all of a sudden, I feel this thing vibrating. It's my watch. And it says, "You are dangerously high with your pulse. Make sure your other vital signs are okay or go to the hospital." Well, I checked my blood pressure, and it was 200 over 100. I said, "Marilyn, we're out of here." Oh, God. The watch did it. I wrote a letter to Apple. They didn't publish it. It's probably not interesting enough. But it was early on. You know, it was early on in the Apple Watch business. It was like series 3 or 4, something like that. Okay, so I'm done. I'm done chit-chatting. So this is kind of like if we were sitting around having a cup of coffee. The only difficulty is I'm the only one talking. So anyway, maybe someday someone will call in. Anyway, I'm going to let you listen to the epidemic sound instrumental music. I'm getting my fingers toughened up so I can play the guitar. You really got to work on these guys. You got to keep the nails real short. I just filed them all down again. You put your thumb on the back and then you do this. So I have to do a hand exercise and all that stuff. I mean, I'm starting from scratch. I used to, but yeah, it's 50 years later. And 50 years has its toll. So, but I got a beautiful, flawless Martin guitar that is electric and acoustic. It has a little electric, I don't know, must have a microphone inside there. Anyway, so I am practicing the guitar. I'm going to do it again tonight. As soon as I get done here, I'm going to bring that little puppy in here and try to do my exercises. And with that, I want you to have a very good evening. It is 6:24 p.m. I'm going to turn my mouth. I'm going to turn my mouth off. You see how sensitive this microphone is? I'm this far away, and it can hear everything. But I'm going to turn it off and turn Epidemic up a little bit, so you can listen to 30 seconds of